Hello friends, today we are going to discuss one topic and it is very much important, and the topic is from the pointer section of C language, that is void pointer. Okay. To understand this void pointer, first you need to understand what is pointer. Okay. So, what is pointer? Pointer is a variable which used to hold the address of some variable. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this void pointer? Okay. So before that, first just let's take an example. In some normal pointer case, like we have a pointer of integer type, asterisk, say for IP, and in this case, if you try to point the float variable, in this case this may generate some error, which means that for example I have a case of this float f is 2.3. If you try to pass the address of this float variable to this integer pointer variable, then this may generate some error. Okay, so this is we cannot do so in a normal pointer case. So for this we have the concept that is void pointer. In void pointer, what we can understand from this void pointer is the type of pointer is not fixed in declaration of the pointer variable. Okay. In the void pointer, which means that we can assign the address of any data type to this void pointer. Okay, so there is no such restrictions that we have in a normal pointer case. Okay, so to declare this void pointer, the syntax for this is void asterisk and the name of the pointer. Okay, so this in place of data type, instead of writing float, integer or character, we need to use what, the void, and this is the what, the name of the pointer with the asterisk symbol. Okay, so this is how we can declare some void pointer. Okay. Say in this case, this I pointer, and we also have some I variable having two value. Okay, if I write IP equals to address of I, so that is correct, there is no problem. If you write IP is equal to address of I, so this is not a proper case and it may generate some error. Okay, but if you write VP equals to address of I, so this is correct, there is no problem. After this statement you can also write VP is equal to address of F, then here this is also a correct statement. So from these two statements it is very much clear. Here we cannot assign the address of float variable to the integer pointer, but this void pointer can hold the address of I variable as well as the address of float variable. Okay, so this is the benefit of using void pointer. Okay, so now just let's take an example through which we can understand more this void pointer. Okay, this is header file, include stdio.h int main. Okay, we are creating three type of variable. First, we have integer variable I to value, and we have integer pointer I p is assigned the address of what I. We have float variable f having 5.3 value, and we have float pointer also is assigned the address of what f. And now we have one more variable is of double type d. Okay, and one more variable that is void pointer. Okay, now this VP is assigned the address of I. This IP has the address of what? The I variable. Now this address is assigned to this VP. Now if you want to print the value of I using this pointer variable, so how we can do this? Printf value of I equals to %d is asterisk int asterisk bp. So now what is this? It means that in a case of void pointer, we cannot simply dereference the variable. If you want to dereference the variable, we cannot simply dereference the void pointer with the indirection operator. To dereference this void pointer, we have to typecast the void pointer to the appropriate pointer type, which means that if you want to dereference this void pointer, so we need to typecast this void pointer to integer value. Okay, every time when you try to dereference this void pointer, you have to do what? The typecasting. Okay, now let's suppose you want to change the value of this I using the pointer variable. In the pointer IP, we can simply write IP equals to IP plus 1. So this will increment, or this will add the 1 to this I value. But if you write VP equals to VP plus 1, so this is incorrect statement. Using the void pointer, we have to write what? Asterisk int asterisk BP equals to asterisk int asterisk BP plus 1. And what does means this statement? This asterisk is what? Indirection operator, and this int asterisk is nothing but a typecasting of this void pointer to the int value. Okay, now this statement will add the 1 to the I value, and if you try to print this value of I, value of I is equal to %d and asterisk int asterisk bp. Okay, so this is the very much important thing to remember in the void pointer case. Every time when you dereference the void pointer, we cannot do simply by using the indirection operator. Every time you have to do what? The typecasting of void pointer. Now this VP is assigned the address of what? Integer value. Now here we can change the address of this void pointer, or the FP. FP holds what? FP holds the address of FP holds the address of what? The float variable, that is F. Okay, now this void pointer pointing to this float pointer, float value. Okay, and if you want to print this F value using this void pointer, that is printf value of F is equal to %d is asterisk float asterisk BP, and is closed. Return 0, and that is closed. So using int asterisk, this statement, we typecast this void pointer to int pointer type, and this statement typecast this VP of void pointer to the float type. Okay, so this is a very important thing we need to remember while doing programming in void pointer. The benefit of void pointer is every time you can anytime you can change the reference of this void pointer. In here, if this void pointer pointing to the integer value, here void pointer pointing the float value. But this case or this thing we cannot simply do in the normal void pointer, but in void pointer this is the very much important thing every time you have to do if you dereference the void pointer. Okay, thank you.